ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ दशमोऽध्यायः। In the last few shlokas, that is from shloka 26 to 32 of chapter 10 of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna, he said that I am the Ashwatha Vrisha among all the trees. And he said, and he identified himself with some of the divine beings like the horse, Uchchaishravas, then the Airavata, among the Sarpas, I am the Vasugi, among the Nagas, I am the Ananta, Prahlada, among the demons, the Asuras, I am the Prahlada. So these are all some of the prominent manifestations of this creation. And in the next few shlokas also, he continues to explain the same concept. Now, chapter 10, shloka 33 of Bhagavad Gita. Aksharanamakaroऽस्मि dvandha samasikasya cha ahamevakshaya kalaha dhataham vishwato mukaha. In this shloka, Bhagavan Krishna is identifying himself with the aksharas, that is, among all the aksharas, I am the akara, the beginning of the akshara, akara. And he is telling that among all the samasas, that is the compounds, I am the dvandva samasa. Dvandva means the dual, that is the combination of two. I am the dvandva samasa. And Bhagavan Krishna is telling, Ahameva Akshaya Kalaha. Among that, all that is Akshaya. Akshaya means that which is everlasting and that is inexhaustible. Kshaya means temporary, that goes off. Akshaya means permanent. So among that, all that is permanent, I am the Kala. Kala implies the change or the movement. What is permanent in this creation is only the change or movement. Everything else is temporary. Only change is permanent. And so Bhagavan Krishna is identifying himself with that change, which is identified by Kala, time. Among that which is inexhaustible or which is everlasting, I am the Kala. Dhataham Vishwato Mukha. Dhata actually means dispenser or the one who gives the fruits for our actions. As Antaratma, as Antaryami, Bhagavan resides in all ourselves. He exists in ourselves and he gives the fruits for our action. And what the Acharyas exactly say for the explanation of this particular Vishwato Mukha is, I am one in all, but I am different. Being in each individual being, I see everywhere. I can see everywhere. Being in that individual being, but I am in all. So that's the exact explanation. I am the one in all, but different. And being in everyone as Antaryami, I see everywhere. That is Vishwatomukha. So Bhagavan as the dispenser of the fruits of our actions, he remains in ourselves as Antaratma and he gives fruit for all our actions, or he has faces in all directions. So that's the meaning of this shloka. And the next shloka is, that is shloka 34. मृत्यु सर्वहरश्चाहम् उद्भवश्च भविष्यताम् कीर्ति श्रीवाक्च नारीणाम् स्मृतिर्मेधा धृति क्षमा. Among the all-devouring, that is the one who is consuming everything, I am the death. The death at the end of this pralaya, it consumes everything at the end of the pralaya. And among that all consuming, I am the death. We cannot evade death. Death is so powerful. It consumes everything in the end. So among the all devouring, that means one who takes everything, I am the death. Udbhavascha bhavishyata. Among the creation, I am the future, or you can say it as prosperity also. So, as death, he consumes everything. And in the creation, he is the future of all the beings. Bhagavan, he takes everything during that pralaya and he creates everything new in the future. Only death is seen only as the as a event before the new creation. If the new creation has to happen, then definitely death has to happen. That is nothing but the going away of the old things and the creation of the new things. That's all. Kirti Shri Vakcha Narinam. In women or in the feminine qualities, I am the Kirti, fame. That is also yashas, fame, Kirti. Shri, that is wealth, prosperity, or you can say it also as beauty. Vak, the power of words. Then Smriti, the memory power. Medha, power of intelligence. Dridhi, that is firmness, determination, firmness. Kshama, forgiveness. These are all the feminine qualities. Generally, it is said as the feminine qualities. And these qualities are the power or the manifestation of Bhagavan. That's why it is so powerful. If any person has all of this 100%, then that person must be definitely a divine being. And if a person has any one of this, then she is extremely satisfied because it is the power of Bhagavan manifesting in that person. And I am sure all of us has any one of this to satisfy us. It may be either fame, kirti, or wealth, prosperity, or beauty, or vak, the power of words, or the smriti, the memory power, medha, power of intelligence, determination, dhriti, or firmness, and kshama, forgiveness. We all have many of these qualities, and these are the vibhutis of Bhagavan, power of Bhagavan that's existing in all. बृहत् सामत्तथा साम्नां गायत्री छन्दसामहं मासानां मार्गशीर्षोऽहं ऋतूनां कुसुमाकरः. Bhagavan Krishna is identifying himself with Brihat Sama. Brihat Sama means there are many hymns in the Samaveda. And as I said, it is very difficult to chant that samas. And among them is the Brihat Sama, which is very prominent. It is Brihat means big. So that big hymn from the Samaveda or big Sama. So Bhagavan Krishna is identifying himself with the Brihat Sama of the Samaveda. Among the Chandas, I am the Gayatri. Gayatri Chandasamaham. Chandas is actually the way of arranging letters to form a poem or a mantra or a hymn. So the Gayatri is the name of that, one of the Chandas. Apart from Gayatri, there are many other Chandas. Some of the very famous Chandas are the Anushtup Chandas. Anushtup Chanda is another famous chanda, in which Bhagavad Gita, Vishnu Sahasranama, Ramayana, and all that are formed in the Anushtup Chanda. Apart from it, there are many other hymns also, mantras also. And another famous chandas is the Trishtup chandas, then Jagati chandas. There are many other chandas in the Sanskrit literature. So Gayatri is a very famous mantra. It is formed in this Gayatri Chandas. The arrangement of aksharas in the Gayatri Chandas is that mantra must have 24 aksharas and they are split into 8, so it forms 3 lines. So the Gayatri mantra, as everyone knows, is Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. That is, it's a prayer to that Almighty, that powerful luminant. It can mean the sun or that powerful intelligence which is luminous, bright. To that Bhagavan I worship to brighten or give light to my buddhi so that I will know myself. So that's the overall meaning of the Gayatri mantra. And the aksharas in the Gayatri mantra are 24 letters and they are split into 8 each, forming 3 lines. That is Tat, Sa, Vi, Tur, Va, Re, Ni, Yam. Tat Saviturvarenyam. Next line is Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Bar, Go, De, Va, Sya, Di, Ma, Hi. Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Dhi, Yo, Na, Pra, Cho, Da, Ya. So this is the Gayatri Chandas. 24 aksharas split into 3 lines, 8 aksharas in each line. So among that time the Gayatri, another prominent thing about this Gayatri mantra or the Gayatri Chandas is, one who chants this mantra will protect them. So it will protect the mind which chants this mantra. So Bhagavan is identifying himself with the Gayatri Chandas. Masana Margashishaha. Among the months, I am the Margashisha month. That is, it is the month in which all the devas, they worship Bhagavan. And so if we also worship Bhagavan in that month, then there will be double effect or many more benefits. We will be blessed by the devas as well as the Bhagavan. Actually, what happens during that period, it comes in from the middle of December to January. The climate and the position of the earth will be so inclined for us to meditate. Meditation, just if you are a little bit, if you have a little bit practice in meditation, then we can meditate very well during that period. Our mind will be in that state. So among the masas, that is the months, I am the Margashisha. Ruthunam Kusumakaraha. Ritu means the season. So the 12 months in a year are divided has 6 seasons, 2 months for each season. And there are 6 seasons actually, but only in India these 6 seasons are, we can experience these 6 ritus, that is the seasons. Apart from India, I think in Bangladesh or places around that, we can very clearly experience or see the difference in the season. And the 6 ritus are, first is the Vasanta Ritu. It comes in March, April. And actually, to mark this season, to Ritu, the Vasanta Panchami is celebrated. So that is the Vasanta Ritu, and Bhagavan Krishna is identifying only with that, because Kusuma Karaka means the flowers will bloom a lot only in that season. Even in the other season also there will be a lot of flowers, but this season is special for flowers. Vasanta Ritu, in English we say it as a spring. After that winter period and before the beginning of the summer, that season will be very wonderful. Spring, that is the Vasanta Ritu. Actually, the temperature in that time will be around 32 or 33 degrees, and very pleasant temperature and very pleasant season, spring, Vasanta Ritu. Next is the Grishma Ritu. Grishma Ritu is the summer period where the temperature will go to 38 to 40 degrees, very dry, water scarcity, and you cannot expect more flowers during that period. And it's a time of the year is May, June, that period. Actually, it will be holidays and the May period on it's scorching heat. That's a sticky climate. So that is the summer season, Grishma Ritu. After that comes the Varsha Ritu, that is the pouring period. Varsha means pouring. Rainy season, monsoon season. The temperature will again drop to 32 or 33 degrees. Everywhere water, pouring season. You can normally say the season is the green season. We can see a lot of plants growing during that season. And it comes in the month of July, August period, that is completely rainy season. So that is the Varsha Ritu, monsoon season. Then next comes the autumn, that is the Sharat Ritu. Sharat Ritu, it comes around that time, September, October, the autumn season, all the leaves will fall down. In English, they say it as the fall season. So all the leaves and some of the plants will be destroyed or will be affected by the rainy season. So it's the fall season. The temperature will be, I think, around 32 or 33 degrees. The nights will be very long and the day short. That is the Sharat Ritu. And people are actually in the autumn season, that is in the Sharat Ritu, after that rainy season, after that Varsha Ritu, in the Sharat Ritu, the sky will be very clear. The color of the sky will be so clear that we can see really the sky blue there. And the waters will be the water in the pond or the lake will be clear. Actually, what happens in that period is the axis of the earth will be in that position that it is not too far away from the sun or not so near to the sun. So that's the Sharat Ritu. The next season is the Hemant Ritu. Hemant Ritu is the period in November, December. It is the Hemant Ritu is the pre-winter season. The winter has not started, but it is very cold. We get occasional rainfall, foggy season. Now it's the Hemant Ritu and it's just pouring outside my office. So it's Hemant Ritu and the foggy season also. We might have experienced so many flights getting cancelled because of this fog, early morning fog or late evening fog. So this is the Hemant Ritu. And the next is the Shishira Ritu, that is the winter season. Hemant Ritu is pre-winter. Shishira Ritu means winter season where the temperature will drop below 0 degrees in hilly regions. In normal land, it will be below 20. So this is the cold season where the cold wind, the snowfall. So that is the Shishira Ritu and it comes around the January-February period. So these are the 6 seasons and they are very well experienced in India and in other parts of the world. I think only 4 seasons are very clearly experienced. So the 6 seasons are Vasanta Ritu, Grishma Ritu, Varsha Ritu, Sharat Ritu, Hemanta Ritu, and Shishira Ritu. And Bhagavan here is identifying himself with the Vasanta Ritu because that is the flowery season. Even in the Hemanta Ritu, now itself some flowers will bloom, like some Indian flowers like the jasmine or the hibiscus. All these flowers will, or the parijata flower, that is the coral jasmine. So all these are season now. But normally, only few plants will give flowers during this season. But in the Kusumakara, that is in the Vasanta Ritu, almost all the flowers will bloom. So he is identifying himself with the Vasanta Ritu. So that's this shloka, that is shloka 35. And now the shloka 36. Dyudam chalayatamasmi tejastejasvinamaham jayosmi vyavasayosmi sattvam sattvavatamaham. Dhyudam chalayatamasmi. Chalayata means among the fraudulence. So one who cheat or so much of fraud there. I am the Dhyudam. Dhyudam is gambling. And gambling also here, Bhagavan Krishna, he identifies himself with the game of dice. So it's with that game, the Pandavas, they lost everything. It's a fraudulent game, isn't it? So he is identifying himself with the Dhyudam, that is the gambling. And gambling is a place where all our ill karmas, that is the negative karmas, gives effect. Tejasvinamaham. So Bhagavan is identifying himself with the splendor. I am the splendor of the splendid, or you can say, I am the brightness of that bright. I am the luminous of that whatever is bright. So, in the previous shlokas also he has identified himself with that brightness. So, among the splendid, I am the splendor, one who gives the power of brightness. Tejas, the Jayosmi. Jayosmi means I am the victory. Vyavasayosmi. Vyavasayosmi, I am the determination in a person who is determined. So I am the power of determination. So determination is not an easy power. Everyone will not have that determination. If we have that determination, then definitely we will win, or success will come to us. So I am that determination. Sattvam sattvavatamaham. Sattva is a quality where it is filled with knowledge, determination, vairagya. Sattva guna is very calm, peaceful, bright nature. So I am the sattva, I am the power of that sattva. Bhagavan Krishna is identifying himself with that. Vrishninam vasudevosmi पाण्डवानां धनञ्जयः मुनीनामभ्यहं व्यासः कवीनामुशना कविः. So among the Vrishnis, I am the Vasudeva. Vrishni is the ancestor of Bhagavan Krishna. Actually, there was the king Yadu, and his son was Vrishni. And Vrishni's great great grandson was Vasudeva. He married Devi Devaki, and their children was Bhagavan Krishna. So the son of Vasudeva is also called as Vasudeva. So Bhagavan Krishna's ancestors were Vrishni as well as Yadu. That's why he is called the Yadukula. And Vrishni, among the Vrishnis, I am the Vasudeva. So among that Vrishni Kula, I am the Vasudeva. That means I am the Krishna. Pandavanam Dhananjaya. Among the Pandavas, I am the Dhananjaya. No doubt, Dhananjaya is Sri Arjuna. Bhagavan didn't identify himself with Yudhishthira or Nakula Sahadev or Bhima, because they were all so much interested in some other thing. And Nakula Sahadeva in another direction, and Bhima in another direction. He just thinks that only the body strength is everything. So he didn't identify with all of them. Among the Pandavas, I am the Dhananjaya. Muninamabhyaham Vyasaha. Vyasa Muni, no doubt, he is the avatar of Bhagavan. Actually, the name of Vyasa is Krishna Dvaipayana. Krishna means one who is born dark in complexion. And among those one born in that dark complexion, he was born in a dweep. That's why he is known as Dvaipayana. So among the person who are so dark in complexion, he is born in the dweep. So he is Krishna Dvaipayana. That's his name. But he is later known as Veda Vyasa. Actually, Vyasa is the name of a position. like a guru or adhyapaka, like that. Vyasa means editor, one who edited the Vedas or one who codified the Vedas is Veda Vyasa. Vyasa of the Vedas. So Veda Vyasa. So Bhagavan identifies himself with Veda Vyasa among all the munis. Kavina Usana Kavihi. Usana means a name of a poet. He is the Shukracharya. He was the teacher of the demons, Asuras. So he is identifying himself with Usana Kavihi. That's why Bhagavan identifies himself with both the prominent and the positives and negative, because he is all, he is his entire creation. So no need to separate it like positive or negative. If there is any adharma in it, to maintain the creation, he will just take off that adharma. That's all. So in the next shloka, Bhagavan Krishna is telling, this is the 38th shloka. Dando damayatamasmi netirasmi jikirshatam maunam chaivasmi guhyanam jnanam jnanavatamaham. So among the punishers, I am the Danda. Danda means scepter. That is the power of rod. That is the Danda means a rod actually, to punishing a person with rod. Actually, there are 4 different stages before going to this final stage. The 4 different stages of punishment is, if there are any ill doers or any person who have that negative motive, then the first thing is samadhana. Samadhana Bheda Dhanda. So one must engage in or dialogue with that person who is doing any ill action, or he may be anyone. So we must engage in dialogue with that person, advise that person, show him the right path, or just quoting from the scriptures, tell him the right path. Engage in dialogue. That in short, engage in dialogue with that person, advise that person. So that is the sum. Next is the dhana. Dhana means to give him something or to gift him what he likes, and then by that way pacify him or control him so that he will not do that anything ill. In modern times, we will say this as out of court settlement, like that. Next is the Bheda, that is, we must withdraw him, that his power of doing something evil. Suppose for someone, if the friendship that makes him to go, that make him bad, then we must separate him from that friends. In modern times, if it is any of the modern medias, if it make them bad or do evil things, then we must protect him from that. So withdraw his power so that he will become weak and turn to the right path. The last is the dhanda. Dhanda is punishing a person by hurting them physically so that they will never go to that wrong path. So among these 4 stages, I am the dhanda. Bhagavan Krishna is identifying himself with this dhanda. Nidhi Rasmi Jikikshatam. There is one who seek the victory or success. I am that who is that niti. Niti means statesmanship, you can say, or niti means dharma, or niti means the right justice. So I am them. Among the people who seek victory, I am that power of that justice or dharma. Maunam chaivasmi guhyanam. So among the secrets, I am the silence. Only by silence we can keep the secret. We cannot keep a secret if you always have that loose talk, or if any person who is talkative, he cannot keep any secret. So among the one who keeps the secret, I am that power of silence. Definitely, silence is the power of Bhagavan, or otherwise, when it will be very difficult for us to keep any secret. Jnanam jnanavatamaham. So among the knowers, I am the knowledge. I am the all-knowing. So this Bhagavan Krishna identifying himself with some of the prominent things in his creation. And there are a few more shlokas also, which I will continue in my next video. Yatra Yogeshwarah Krishnaha Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha Tatra Shri Vijayor Bhuti Dhruvani Tirmatir Mama Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.